Let's begin.
Let's begin. Okay, I gotta move my screens around. Hi, everybody. I'm pretty sure we're live, even though I can't see where we are. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Buffalo Bulls YouTube channel. This is the Thursday night we've been waiting all year for, Jocelyn.
I know. Like, how are we at 3 years? Like, how is that even possible? Crazy pants. It's crazy pants.
So for any of you that
I forgot to silence my phone. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay. So anybody who's just joining us for the first time, this is Jocelyn from Northern Knits Podcast.
It's me.
Yeah, so we should go back here and think, like, how did we? Well, I don't know. It probably has to do with Asa. Doesn't everything have to do with Asa?
I love how we're very careful to only throw her under the bus when we know she's sleeping because of the time it is right now in Norway. I believe it was brought up as mentioned as a fact, and someone said, "Oh, that sounds like an interesting challenge and a thing you could do." And you and me, being the incredibly non-wet noodles that we are, went absolutely and decided to try it.
Yeah, something like that happened. And you're right. It's hard to believe that it has been 3 years. 3 years. This is our third challenge, which is
our third challenge. It's absolutely crazy pants. I do not understand these increase instructions at all.
Okay.
I'm looking at it going, how do I knit? Cool. Okay. I will look at that. Oh yes, I know. I'm staying in the meeting. I swear.
There we are. Okay. Hi, everybody. I was like pushing buttons around and I lost the chat for a second, but I see people are here. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So third year for this challenge. And this year we're doing things just a little, we're up in the ante a little bit, aren't we?
Well, I mean, I upped the ante last year, but yes.
Yes, you did. I didn't. I stayed. So the first year one, we decided that we would do the 2-week sweater challenge using bulky weight yarn.
Yeah. Because we weren't going to be super crazy about it.
That's right.
We're already doing a sweater in 2 weeks.
Yes. So it's that.
Sorry, guys, I'm mixing my dinner.
So, and then last year, I decided I was going to still stay with chunky weight yarn because I could do it. I knew I could do it. I did it the first year. We both did it the first year. We both got our sweaters done.
Yes, I did a habanero. Yeah, mine was a habanero the first year.
And both the other years, I've done just kind of my gauge to garment, just did some measurements, cast on, and knit. So this year, or last year, you upped it. You tried to do a worsted weight sweater.
I think it was the Shapely boyfriend cardigan I tried to do in 2 weeks.
And you came this
close. I think it was the Shapely boyfriend last year. Yeah. I could be wrong, guys. Like, if I'm wrong, correct me in chat. I've made enough sweaters I don't remember actively.
I'm not so sure it was that one.
It could have been something else.
I don't know. I can't remember either.
Yes, you have to shake your protein mix in your drinks this much, or you get protein mix chunks.
Ew, that wouldn't be fun.
And that's just not tasty no matter what your protein mix is. And yes, I need the protein mix. However, it's in chocolate almond milk.
Oh.
So it's tasty. Anybody wants to know, I drink the Vega Greens protein powder in French vanilla because it is Jocelyn friendly, which means there's no corn, and it's high in a lot of multivitamins and nutrients that women need. And everybody can use a vitamin boost in their life. This is how I choose to take mine in.
Yep, one way or another.
I could also use more soy and calcium and stuff in my life, so it just encourages me to drink milk, which I don't do on my own.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's mixed. We're good. I can just drink now.
You can carry on now.
I can carry on now.
So this year I decided to follow Jocelyn's lead because I know that I can do a chunky weight sweater in 2 weeks with really not a lot of stress. I actually did the last 2 years, was able to get it done with time to spare. One year I even pulled back my cuffs and because I didn't like them, so I redid them. And I have a feeling this year is not going to be as easy, relaxing knit because I did decide to do worsted weight.
I
So
loved the challenge last year. Like I was very much aware of what I was doing and what I was choosing to do when I wasn't knitting.
Mhm.
And that was really helpful for me to be more conscious with my time use.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to be really careful
What is my
that
cat?
that yeah, I don't run out of time, period, on this one. So we'll wait and see. I'm hopeful that I can get it done,
Ah,
but we'll see what happens. So we have people knitting along with us,
which is
Jocelyn.
so exciting.
I
So
know.
exciting. I'm so
And I'm
stoked.
not, I think the first year it was just you and I doing it. Last year, I'm not
Yes.
sure. I think there was a couple people knit along with us.
Yes.
And
We're slowly growing a commune.
slowly, but yeah, slowly, but that's okay. It's fun. I did an Instagram story this morning.
I
And
posted later.
let's see here. What is the actual? We have got, so I think there's counting you and I,
Yep.
there's at least 10 of us.
10 of us.
I know.
Hot dang, guys. That's awesome.
I know. I mean, here, like how many, Stephen West,
Oh, wait.
how many people did his mystery knit along, like 10,000 or more, 100,000, I don't know what, like some crazy number. We have 10 people, well, 8 people at least joining us, and I'm like thrilled to pieces that we have.
Technically 11, because Diana says she's doing one too, but I don't know if she would have said anything. She is a grade A professional lurker. It's not so good with the commenting.
So maybe we actually have, maybe there's 12 of us, maybe there'll be 10 others and you and I. Anyways, it's super exciting that people are jumping in and doing a little bit of a challenge. Now, Jen, have to say, Jen left me a message today and she said, no, she said, I'm going to sit out on this one. She said, doing a sweater in 2 weeks isn't a challenge for me anymore. So I'm like, that is my goal. Jen, I'm aiming to be like you, to be able to say, oh, yes.
I just feel like we need to go. You could do a fingering weight sweater in 2 weeks. There's no room to grow. There's none.
That would be the ultimate challenge, I think, for
All
me.
over color work.
Yeah.
A men's extra large. There's no space. Now,
Yeah.
to be fair, Jen knits a lot of sweaters, so like a worsted sweater in 2 weeks may honestly not be a challenge for her.
I don't think it is, because she's
And that's
always
super
got
fair.
finishes. Just she is a very fast knitter. She gets a lot done.
She does. She really does.
So yeah, so that's kind of my goal. I want to be like Jen.
Part of me is also going, could you do like a lace weight sweater? Like, is it all sweaters or is it just the sweaters you make the most often?
That's a good question.
Because let's be honest, guys, if I thought I had a hot hope of this set of last Tuesday for doing a fingering weight sweater in 2 weeks, oh, you bet I'd be casting on fingering weights. I feel like there's a few more years before I get there.
Yeah, I'm not even going to think about fingering I don't know.
Maybe publish worsted first and then move down to DK and work on it till I could do DK.
There you go. So then
one step at a time.
Then we get to just have more fun with this. We can just keep working on it.
Yep.
Keep working on it. Oh, hi, Rachel. Rachel says, I'm upping the ante and doing a test knit.
Oh, yeah.
Fun. Yep.
That'll be a good challenge. I like it.
Oh, and she said, along with 2 test pairs of socks this month. I think I'm crazy, she says.
Listen, everybody needs their own Mount Everest. And if this is your Mount Everest,
well, that's right.
Then you break it down and you get to that base camp. I know you can.
Yeah. Just do whatever for you.
Yep. I was supposed to be writing Patreon blog posts today.
Yes.
I didn't. I kept working on a cowl I cast on last night. It's
I
this Chanel yarn. It's this fake acrylic Chanel stuff. It's so freaking fuzzy. I can't stop working on this. Then I casted this on to stay away from the sweater yesterday.
I know. I saw that. I'm like,
It's like, I want a cast on. I can't until tomorrow. I want a cast on. I can't until tomorrow. Oh, for the love of Pete, just grab a big bulky thing and make yourself
and
a
just do
striped
something.
cowl. Like just crochet yourself a cowl.
I love it.
Make it 10 rows things and go as long as you can, hook it together and see how big of a cowl you make.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what
Also-
our sweater projects are.
This is easier to work on while we're doing this. I'm trying to make increases when I don't understand what the instructions are telling me.
Okay, well let's talk about that for a little bit. Okay, so show us your yarn, tell us your pattern.
Absolutely.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone who's joining. Hello.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was doing some stash organization.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Some people tuned in to watch me organize my pretty hand-dyed fingering weight yarns.
Ooh.
I did
I
all the
know.
boring acrylic stuff by myself.
But being
Phaedra
able to
joined me.
show off the pretty hand-dyed stuff, yeah.
Everybody needs to
that's
see the pretty
fun.
hand-dyed stuff. Okay, so I'm going to make the Easy V pullover by Caitlin Hunter. It was a pattern that I received last year. And I'm doing it with my main color in this green.
Mhm,
And then my contrast colors being the white, the sand, and the blue
mhm.
for demo gorgeous chevron stripes. All out of Barocco. Nope, wrong word. Briggs and Little, right word.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Big difference. This is
That's a big
Briggs and
difference
Little.
in there.
I have got the white and the blue are Atlantic, and then the sand and the dark green are Harvest for their weights and stuff.
Okay.
Near as much makes no difference. It's essentially worsted. And technically, I think the Atlantic might be considered like Aran or bulky, but
Okay.
really, it's worsted. It's fine. So I casted on earlier today because I did not want to do my cast on while live on the internet.
Yeah, I saw your post about that and like, yeah, good plan. Yeah, that's there's certain
was
things
like-
you just don't want to do when
Nope.
you're chatting.
However, I need to find the ball of yarn that fell on the floor because my cat really loves Briggs and Little. There we go. If I leave it down on the ground, she'll start trying to felt it with her face.
Sally likes your yarn choice, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Oh, Diane is doing a sport weight sweater and cardigan, more fingering, plenty of knitting on her needles. I guess so.
Absolutely.
Hi,
So-
Kim. Kim is using Lion Brand woolies and
That's
the
a good one.
color Kale and making the reading room cardigan.
Ooh, I've never
Nice.
seen that. I'll have to look it up. The reading room cardigan?
I know. Don't you just like the name of that?
I really do like the name of that.
Yeah.
So I have my cast on edge. I did my setup round, and then I did I'm just starting my 1x1 ribbing at the
Okay.
top of the neckline. It's supposed to be a big boat neckline, so like it sits out on the shoulders,
Yeah.
and then it's got the V shaping.
Mhm, mhm.
So since I'm going to start increases and such, I'm at the point where I need to figure out what those instructions mean. And I had enough flipping fun with gauge swatches, people.
So why, how many times did you have to do your gauge, or did you have to change the needle? Because your tension is way different than
Oh,
the
yeah.
average knitter.
My tension is like insanely different. I have decided from my swatches, I like the drape of a slightly looser gauge of on a worsted weight,
Mhm,
because it gives it that nice kind of floppy look. So it like sits nicely and doesn't like
Yeah.
hold its own shape. It sort of like molds to the sphere you've put it on.
Yep.
So I've gone with a 6mm needle, which gives me a good stitch gauge. But boy, did I have to do some math. Some designers, when they say finished gauge in a knitting pattern, they mean you're finished, like your finished bust measurement. They mean your actual bust. Some designs, when they say finished bust measurement, they mean your finished bust plus whatever their positive ease of their pattern
Right.
is.
Right.
So I had to figure out which one this was because it's not standard. It's not like a sewing pattern. Like I can't just pick it up and it says finished bust and that's the finished bust that will work. Like it doesn't work that way, which personally
Okay.
drives me bonkers. Like if it says finished bust, that's what the finished size should be. Just to make it easier to understand that if I want to have positive ease in the pattern, I can just go up the number of inches required in pattern
Yeah.
to the size to have that finished bust measurement. It's fine. I don't get to make these decisions. It's not my pattern. So there was no way I was making the 52-inch bust because the pattern calls for 8 to 10 inches of positive ease and it's built into the pattern.
Oh,
Absolutely not. I do not like super oversized sweaters. I love the look, but on me it looks better if it's a semi-fit.
fair.
Even like my moon bow cardigan, like the oversized sweaters I do have are a third of the positive ease that the pattern calls for. It's just on
wow.
my frame, it looks better if I don't do that.
Right.
On some frames, 8 to 10 inches of positive ease looks amazeballs. It just doesn't happen, so to me or mine, so it's fine. So I looked at the math, I did the numbers, I did 2 gauge swatches, and on the tighter gauge swatch, which got me closer to gauge,
Yeah.
I was still going to have to make a size 3. I'm usually a 5.
Oh,
On the 6, which is the gauge that I liked, I'm actually making a size 1 according to my gauge swatch.
ooh. Well, as long as the numbers work.
The math says it's accurate, and I figure worst case scenario, Diana's smaller than me, I can give it to her when I'm done.
Okay, but you really want to try to have it fit you.
According to my gauge, which generally doesn't lie to me, wash, you block, you do your things. I generally don't aggressively block my sweater, so don't worry about it too much.
Mhm.
And I'll do the adjustments so that my gauge stays the same from my color work to my not color work section. It's an easy chevron, so I probably don't have to switch needles
Okay.
because it's an easy chevron. So it just, so long as I watch my floats, I'll be fine. It should fit. It matches the gauges to other sweaters, same stitch count that I've made for other projects. So I should be fine. The math says I'm on target, and the math says I'm on target, and I have room to spare. So, like, I've got 3 inches of positive ease in the pattern
Mhm.
off my gauge swatch. So even if I'm a little snug, like bit smaller. No, I mean positive ease across my upper bust measurement, guys, not my actual bust measurement across because it's such a deep V-neck and it sits so wide on the shoulders. I went by my upper bust measurement, which
Mhm.
is significantly smaller than my chest measurement, so that the sweater would sit on my shoulders.
That's right, because otherwise,
It's just gonna fall off my shoulders,
yeah,
and I
because
don't
if
want
you
an
went,
80s one shoulder look. That's not the sweater I'm going for.
that's right, because if you went with the larger size for your full bust, then your cast on for the neck would have been way bigger.
Much bigger.
And yeah,
Much
then you
bigger.
have falling off the shoulder problem.
Yeah. So I should still be at a slight negative ease around the chest, which I do like. I have no problems with my chest. I'm fine that it's there. I'm not offended. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't give me grief. And really, I can't hide it in a turtleneck. So why am I bothering? Why am I bothering? But it shouldn't be so baggy everywhere else that it just looks wrong on my frame. So
Well, it
I've
sounds like,
got some wiggle room. We'll see how it goes. Always with the hair everywhere. I swear.
oh, okay. I think.
But that's the call I made. And that was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a 2 swatch, 4 pickle, 1 homemade fudge. And I had to sleep on it to be sure that that's what I was doing.
Okay. Well, sounds like you are off to a good start.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a bit more work on it tonight. Tomorrow's my sister's birthday, so we're actually doing a family gaming night after this tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So not a lot of knitting then for you. Will you get some done afterwards or?
Yeah, because the last 3 episodes of season 2 of Vox Machina come out tonight, so I have to figure out those increases because I want to be doing that while I watch.
Well, there you go. That's it. Yeah. So once you figure out the increases, then you'll be able to sit and watch and knit and increase. And
It's only because they got me doing increases in the ribbing, which always makes me very nervous because you want to do it in pattern.
okay.
So like you get started on your increases right away in this one. So that's fine. And it's
Well-
1 by 1 ribbing. It's not going to be hard.
I just am okay. I'm having heck when I'm using not a very good circular needle.
Oh, I'm using my classic Chow Goose with the red cord.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out and replace this needle for sure.
Mhm.
But I'm using what I've got and I'm fighting with it terribly. It's just
No,
anyway,
no.
I think I am good here now, I think.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna work on is top down yoke sweater.
Mhm.
You guys voted for top down, not bottom up on Monday.
I looked
Yeah,
since the start of 2023.
yeah.
I have always been on the side of the winning project for New Start Monday so far.
You really?
Yeah,
That's pretty good odds.
I
Wow.
know. I'm like, why does that work for me when it comes to like lottery numbers or something?
I know, right? Something that is like
Don't get
really
me wrong.
worthwhile.
I do enjoy this winning streak. It's a delightful winning streak, and it will end at some point. That's
Well,
totally
then-
fine. But
No.
let's be honest. Really go for like a pizza or something, like some sort of free perk.
Well, I'll see what I can do for you, Jocelyn.
I know. When I say pizza, guys, I mean there's a very expensive pizza place in town that makes cheeseless Italian pizzas.
Ooh, really?
Yes. Well, traditional Italian pizza is very thin, very light, and
Ooh,
has at most crumbled like feta on top.
that sounds really good.
Yeah, so it's a really light, thin crust with like olive oil, and then you just have like 1 or 2 toppings. It's a snack. In Italy, it's a snack, not a heavy, greasy meal.
Okay.
And I really, really like their snack pizzas on like a crispy
Snack
crust.
pizza.
Yeah.
Snack pizza.
They're
I don't
really
think those
good.
2 words really should go together. Snack.
That's because you were raised on North American pizza, so
Uh-huh. Yep.
it's the same when people are like, "Oh, you don't like Chinese food." I'm like, "I don't like American Chinese food," which is like what
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
eats.
All
Oh, my
right.
ear.
Oh.
It's way better today than it was yesterday.
Oh, that's
And
good.
yesterday was better than the day before, but I'm still grumbly pants about it.
Hmm. Well, so my yarn, if you weren't listening on Monday night when I was chatting about this, is classic wool from my
Yeah,
stash.
did you decide your colors?
Well, no, I'm just gonna wing it as as I go. But this Mercury is going to be the main color,
Okay.
and I have a few balls of this. What was this? Aqua Seafoam. This is
Mhm.
Seafoam. Still classic wool. So I'm gonna try to use up a lot of these, and then add in just some random colors. So these are the ones that I just pulled out. I've got some other ones. I've got a wine, a light pink, a leaf green, a chocolate brown sitting over here, but I pulled out these, and I'm just going to start randomly striping and doing some thicker stripes, some thinner stripes,
Yeah.
and just
Do you have enough needles you can do your sleeves at the same time? Because you're gonna want to reserve enough of the yarn in each of the stripes to have your stripes on your arm match.
yeah, maybe or not.
Oh, it would drive me nuts if my stripes didn't match on my arms.
What? Oh no.
Oh yeah. The stripes themselves could be random, but if they didn't match the body to the arms, like that would, whoa, nope, I can't. I can't. And I can do a scrappy blanket without a second thought.
Yeah. Usually I try to get my stripes to match on my sleeves to match the body. But this sweater, I'm not so worried about it. I'm not gonna trust over that because there's like no time to think about that. It is just gonna be completely random. And usually I've said that in the past, and then my completely random starts to kind of get into a flow, like a pattern kind of thing. But I'm going to try to
Oh,
really
yeah.
do this a little bit random and not think too much about it. And it'll just be, I don't know, whatever I reach down and pull out of the bag, that's what's going to be my next color. So
Okay.
I am just following just like a blank recipe for a top-down yoke sweater. I went for, I'm gonna have about 3 inches of ease as well.
Okay.
And I went as well for a little bit larger needle for a larger gauge.
I just so drapey and breathable. Like the habanero
Exactly.
is a worsted yarn, but I did it on bulky needles, and it's so light and airy.
And I liked it too. I'm doing so worsted, and I'm using a 5 millimeter, where
Which
typically
is
I
big
would
for you.
use a 4.5. So I just went up one needle size, and I liked it. Even though part of me is saying it's like, ooh, it looks a little big, but I just think I'm gonna really like the feel of it on. So I'm gonna go for it. And this will be the sweater. I'll try it like that. And if I don't like it, then the next sweater, I'll go back to a tighter gauge. But I think I'm really gonna like it, especially for thinking, an early spring sweater where you don't want it to be like super, super warm. If it's a little looser, drapier, I think I'm going to really like that too. So it's interesting how we were both thinking that same thing.
Well,
Kind
it's
of on
like
the same
worst
page with
case
that.
is I felt like it's not your favorite sweater on the face of the planet. It becomes a sweater you take to the cabin. So like if something happens to it, it's fine.
Well, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think everything can't be perfect. It's better to knit it, enjoy it, wear
Yeah.
it, figure out what you liked about that sweater, and then take that on to the next sweater unit and
If
carry
you
on.
only make perfect things, you're gonna be naked because you're not gonna wear them because you're not gonna want to
That's
wreck
right.
them.
That's right. So I'm kind of, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a test to see how much ease I'm going to like. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. I woke up this morning. That was kind of the first thing I thought of was, oh my God, I get to cast on. So I do just need to get another needle though, because this one's I'm not enjoying knitting on this. So I'm going to either do a little searching to find another needle here, take one off another project that's kind of sitting in timeout right now, or I'm
Yep.
just going to go buy another one tomorrow.
Any of
That,
those options sound good. Just remember to take that
that is,
needle that you don't like and get rid of it.
oh, I should, because I really don't want to knit with it again.
Nor do you want to curse someone else with having that one to knit on.
No, it would
Yeah.
not be fun for
Yeah.
anybody.
I just executively file it under G and let it go.
Yeah, carry on. So I have got, this is what I'm working on. So I did a provisional crochet cast on. So that's what the green is. Can you tell? I
Oh
don't
no, but I'm sure everybody else can see it, so that's what
there. You
matters.
can see green there, right? So that's my provisional cast on. Then I've got a round of Mercury on here. And now I've just done a row of increases while you were chatting about your sweater.
It's only because they want. She wrote out a specific set of increases for every other one, and then she's got the increases for the yoke, and I don't understand which increases she wants me to put where.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if you have two sets of increases, just write it out. Just write it out, please. Your instructions are not clear.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure if you, yeah, next time you read it through, maybe all of a sudden it'll click and it'll
I'm
make,
hoping. I'm
yeah,
hoping. I'm
yeah.
hoping.
Oh, Nick, oh, where did I see? Somebody just asked. Oh, Kim asked about the sweater you're wearing, and I think Rachel said that's the Half Moon Tee.
It is the Half Moon Tee. Yeah, it's by Dragon Horde Designs. It's meant to be cropped. I made it full length. Uh, but it is designed to use variegated yarns with two solids for the color work.
It's very pretty.
And it's supposed to be this-ish length, elbow-ish length sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask you a question, phone.
what I found online.
Thanks, phone.
She is very helpful.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, she is.
so far, I think I'm gonna be on track here. I
Day one.
day one, I think I'm on track. That's a good start. I mean, yeah, I think I've got a good idea of how I'm gonna do my colors. And carry on. I'm gonna do the light blue. I'm gonna do
Okay.
this as my first color stripe. And carry on. Just kind of random. Now, and I'm actually thinking, now I haven't completely decided on this yet, whether I will just do the yoke striped or if I will carry on and stripe the whole thing. The yoke, I think I will. I keep thinking, I don't know if time would be a factor. It would be
I like
quicker
the idea of
or
maybe
less.
striping at the yoke and then doing the body in your main color and then just having a little bit of the stripe repeat at the bottom and the bottom of the cuffs of the
Yeah.
sleeves. Yeah, like that would be
And
cute.
I keep, but you know what? I keep trying to convince myself that's what I want to do. But in my head, I see it all striped.
Well, if in your head it's fully striped, then stripe all the way.
I think I'm going to. And really, it's not, like, part of me keeps thinking, well, it's going to be more work to stripe it, but not really. I mean, it's
No.
stockinette. Like, it's not.
If anything, it'll help because then you very clearly can see your progress as you go because you will watch those stripes grow. And because you're changing color, it's not going to feel like you're knitting forever and nothing's
Forever
happening.
and ever. That is true. You're
Yeah.
right. Maybe it will actually feel
Yeah.
faster. Okay, well then it's a done deal. I think I will stripe it all then. Unless for some reason I get started and then it's not turning out the way I'm picturing it in my head. But I think I will. I think I want color.
Yeah.
Maybe it's spring color, flowers, tulips, daffodil, I don't know, something, right? And I'm thinking I just want lots of color.
Lots of color.
Lots of color. So I think I'm going to do it all. Right? Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm going to do it all straight.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Good. Okay, so we should ask here. So everybody who is listening along with us here.
Gosh, this Chanel yarn is so soft.
Who was working on their 2-week sweater as we're chatting? I know I saw pictures of Nikki's sweater. And
Yeah.
Nikki, you're doing the throwback, I think.
Yeah, she spun the yarn for her sweater.
I know, with some Briggs and Little.
Yeah, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna
Oh
look
no.
so good.
Oh no. Oh no.
You know what? That happens.
Oh no. Okay, well that's all right. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna wind this up so I can find my ends so I can get ready whenever I need to. I think I'm gonna change.
Now I'm hoping plan wise, I have to be done the yoke by Sunday. Like I have to be split for sleeves by Sunday.
By Sunday?
Uh-huh.
This is Thursday.
I know.
Seems like, oh no.
The problem is I'm so tall. Like it's not 15 inches or 18 inches and then I'm hemming, I'm done. I'm 22 inches of body.
Yes.
So like I can't, and I need as much time as possible for sleeves because I'm still a lengthy sleeve and they're a relaxed sleeve. Right. So like I need to be done by yoke by Sunday. I might be able to push it into Monday, but I got bogged down last time because I thought I could do sleeves in a couple of days and I really can't. Yeah. Sleeves are a lot of work.
Well, and Amber put in here, she said, and I think she's absolutely right. Did you run out of yarn for your sleeves last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was,
So like,
okay, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. And mine being so straight.
This year it won't happen. I've got plenty of yarn. I have a sweater quantity before I added the color work in to get me some distance. So yeah,
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, and I've got 3 sweaters sitting here, I'm sure. So I'm good too.
No, but I'm just nope, I have to, because that's what helped me up last year is I thought sleeves didn't take as much time as they do. Okay. And when you have that much body and that much sleeve tonight. And my arms and my sweater length, my sweaters are not much longer than my arms lengthwise.
No.
That's just the height I am.
Well, and that,
So
okay, yeah, because I hadn't really thought about where I needed to be by the end of the weekend. So where do you want to be by next Thursday?
I really should be getting ready to bind off my body or really freaking close so that I can have most of 7 days to do the sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I was thinking about doing it the other way. I was thinking by next Thursday, I should have the yoke done and both sleeves. I want to do the
Same
yoke,
difference.
the sleeves, yeah, and then
Yeah.
and the collar. I would like to have all that done, and then the last week, just work on the body.
That's not a bad idea. Do the yoke and the sleeves this week and then just have the body for next week.
Yeah.
That's not a bad plan either. Like that's a really good idea. Maybe I shall see what I feel like once I get to through the yoke. Okay.
Yeah. That's my plan. So I saw some people are working on their sweaters with us, Jocelyn. Let's go back.
Excellent.
It was
I'm really gonna lose this to my mother when she feels this yarn.
oh, Autumn is working on hers. Kim's working on hers.
Good. Guys, I would be, but I really don't understand those instructions, so it's just gonna have to chill. And I mean, my weekend is stupendously busy.
You know what? So is mine. So I'm working part of the day Friday. I'm going to out for a couple, well, part of half the day, probably Saturday, and then I'm working all day Sunday. So
Pretty close. Yep.
so I'm thinking that I just have to be very careful with like every time in between has to be knitting time.
Yes. Oh yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, okay. Tomorrow's Friday. I have an appointment. Because paperwork is your life. Get home from that.
Yeah.
Birthday phone call with the sibling because her birthday's tomorrow.
Yes.
Which is fine. I'll knit while we chat because I knit all the time. She knows this. But Friday is my technically most relaxed day.
Yeah.
Oh, and the CNAB Coffee Club tomorrow.
That sounds fun.
Saturday at noon, there's Whip Sprints with me and Diana on our channel. Where it's where we literally get on. We invite everybody to come join us. Like if you've never done a whip sprint before, it's such good fun. We literally take one whip and for 25 minutes, that's what you work on.
Yep.
And then you put it down and work on something else.
Oh, yeah.
Or work on the same thing. Your choice.
And Diana is here.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if she'd make it.
Yeah. So Diana, is that your 2 week sweater? Diana said she's doing Mr. Diana's inverted Steinwecker, so we can both be cute.
Steinkrieger.
Whatever.
It's because she bought enough yarn for 2 sweaters. So she has enough to invert them. So they can have matching sweaters.
Okay. Weren't we just talking about matching stuff and you were like,
oh, I make fun of her all the time. She will absolutely inform you in chat that I have rolled my eyes and made gagging sounds.
That's right. No, because I think Diana was also, she was in the chat saying, yes, she approved matchy knits.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We
That's
sit
right.
on opposite ends of that thought process. She's like, and then we'll match. And I go, ugh. Yeah.
I know. I agree, Amber. Yes, we have to see Diana and Mr. Diana in matching sweaters. Oh my
They
God.
are a disgustingly cute couple. I love both of them bits.
And just matching sweaters will just take it over the top.
Yeah, it really will.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sherry is giving us some hope here, I think. So
Okay.
Sherry said, I finished what's that? A sleeve in a little over a day. I knitted to 22 inches. Sleeves fed me less than so she likes doing sleeves better than the miles and miles of stockinette on the body.
I love body knitting. I hate sleeve knitting. I hate sleeve knitting almost as much as I hate ribbing.
I would do the body. I would do
for days.
Round and round, yes. Oh, I know. Amber's also reminding me that I have baby knits to do. I do have baby knits to do. But I
have content to create. There's secret knitting going on. There's design work going on. I've got a pattern going out for testing at the end of this week, early next week.
I mean, it has to be yeah, you have to take breaks too,
Mhm, mhm,
right? We don't want anybody
yeah.
getting knitting
Well,
injury.
Saturday night I've got D&D, Sunday I've got Warhammer, Sunday evening I've got recording, or possibly Monday evening I have recording.
Mhm.
We're in the middle of a round of birthdays. The niece's boyfriend's birthday was this week. My sister's is tomorrow. My dad's on the
That's
12th.
great. Because
The
you
middle
did
of family birthdays. Yeah,
the
kind of a
boyfriend.
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sitting in the bag back there because I'm not seeing them till next month. So, which is my
Oh, okay.
birthday. So,
But it's done.
but it's done. Yeah. So we didn't have plans for in person. My sister's a baker. She's a trained, went to school baker.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So my birthday request every year is a cake. Because I know somebody who can make a cake.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
very
yeah.
good at it.
Ooh,
And
that would be good. That would
they're
be
very
so
good at it.
good.
And I called her the other week, like half a month ago, and was like, I'm turning 40 this year. She's like, yeah, I'm turning 38. I remember this. I'm like, yeah. I want a really good cake. She's like, okay. Again, it's my 40th, so I'm getting a cake. All caps. I think one year, I think it was like my 35th, I asked for a cake entirely covered in roses, the little flower
Ooh.
roses. Maybe when I was 35, maybe when I was 35. Anyway, my niece was very little. And she'd always argue with people over her getting the flowers. So I said, enough of that nonsense. We just covered the whole cake in flowers.
I like it. Why not?
It's
Why?
so pretty.
All right. I gotta do something with my tails. Oh, that is really pretty.
Those stuff. It's this Bernette Chanel stuff. It's that super fake acrylic, super soft, fuzzy stuff.
Well, it does look soft. Okay,
But
what did
yeah,
Rachel say? Matchy sweaters. I have to be willing to knit my husband a sweater, and that so isn't happening. Poor Rachel's husband. I'm kind of, I don't know. Yeah.
now to be fair, you chose your husband, so you have no one to blame but yourself. My mom does it every once in a while. She's like, why is your dad so tall? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't a part of that decision. You'd
I
have to
know.
ask him.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh my word. Good
So
needles
much going
really are
on.
a must.
Stuff I think I'm so excited
Anyway,
people are joining us for this challenge though.
I
Ah,
know. I
so
love it
good.
that we have.
So
There's just a nice
good.
group of us. So we used. I look back at your hashtag that you used last year.
Man, I need to start using my hashtags more consistently.
So I posted. So for anybody who's doing the 2 week sweater, it is two. So spelt out TWO 2 week sweater challenge. That's all it is. Nothing super fancy or anything. Oh my God, what did I do?
I don't know. This is not
Third,
good.
third round, and I've got wonky stitches at the beginning. Oh my God.
I'm
Okay.
feeling really validated for not doing the
That's
sweater
okay.
while we're
No, no,
chatting.
no. I can do it. No, this is no. Forget that I said anything. Okay, it's going wonderfully great. It's perfect. It's fine. Hey,
It's like I guess I'm in the chat on Monday nights for the New Start Mondays. I can absolutely knit and be in the chat, but it is a whole other level to sit and interact with another human being and chat while doing something. I can barely manage a granny stripe, guys.
what in the world? Okay, this is weird. Okay, anyways. Well, this is right at the beginning. I'll have a tail, whatever I'm doing here, if it,
Whatever.
I can fix it.
It works.
Just gonna keep going.
Oh, and I need to do some photos tomorrow
Just
too.
keep going. I can fudge it. I can darn over it. I can do something. If it looks
Good
really crappy, it's
luck.
only like 3 rounds, I can pull it out. But can't ever say no, you can't knit and talk at the same time. Yes, I can. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I don't do too badly. Oh, I need to have something to work on with D&D on Saturday. Oh man.
So are you gonna be able, you're gonna have to knit on your sweater, aren't you?
I am not going to be able to do color work while at the gaming table. I'm gonna call that right now.
Okay, okay,
That's a
okay.
bad idea.
That might be a bad idea.
That's a
That's right.
bad idea.
That might be a bad idea. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to plan out your knitting time then between times when you can knit on the sweater, times you can't knit on the sweater. Or we're gonna have to do the whole thing, because I love this, where I
Uh-oh.
figure out, like how, well, the increase rounds, like that's kind of tricky to do it on, but where you figure out how many rounds you can do in an hour, or how many minutes it takes you to do one round. And then you do the math, right? And so if you knit 3 hours, then you should be able to get X number of rows done or rounds done. And so then you can kind of block out your time and know roughly how much you should knit in an afternoon, how much where you should be in the evening, that kind of thing. I
True,
find that
true.
really helps me knowing where I need to be. I need to be at so many inches here, and then that gives me something to work towards. If I just say I have to knit a whole bunch tonight, then I never get as much done as I should.
I am currently listening to the back catalog of a podcast called Betwixt the Sheets. It's by History Hit. History Hit, which is an on-demand history website. I just ran across their podcast at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's adult content stuff, guys. Like they deal with things that are not child appropriate and sometimes difficult to discuss depending on it. Sometimes it's really fun topics like heartthrobs and why people go bonkers over Dracula and they throw the knickers at them sort of way. So like sometimes they're delightful topics. I've always found if I've got a podcast or a book or something that I really want to consume, I cannot consume it if I am not working on a project that has a deadline. So for me, I'm going to, if I'm allowed to listen to Betwixt the Sheets, and I'm almost done catching up on the back catalog, and I found a new podcast that I've just started based on books and academic discussions on books and all of the things that you can get into trouble with literacy wise. So when I'm listening to my podcasts, I must be working, like legit working to make money. Or I have to be working on my, in this case, 2 sweater challenge.
Okay, that's your okay.
Because I want to listen. Like I want to see what the next topic is. Like the next one in the queue for me to listen to is she is doing an interview with a historian whose specialty is tattoos. Okay, well, like now I gotta know.
That would be interesting.
Now I gotta know. But I can't do it unless I'm working on my sweater. Or legit working.
Yeah.
That's how I do it because I'm always, if I'm into something, I just want to consume at a voracious pace. A voracious pace. It's how I read a 40-hour book in less than a week. Because if I'm into it, it is all I want to do.
I had thought about that. I had thought about looking to see if there was something on Netflix, a new series, something new that I hadn't watched, or find an audiobook or two that I could just sit and focus on and want to exactly just keep sitting and watching or listening.
Yeah.
And then I could just keep knitting. So I may do that, see what I can find on Netflix that looks interesting.
You can even pull up a classic, like one you've watched before, but yes, I'm super happy to sit and watch this for hours on end, even though I know what's gonna happen.
Well, that's it. I guess as long as it's holds your attention and you just want to keep watching,
you're good to go.
Yes. Good to go. Oh, hey Tracy.
I'm gonna recommend Fruits Basket.
Yeah.
It's an anime.
Okay.
But it's a feel good, wholesome anime, which are not words that come out of my face very often when it comes to that.
Okay.
It's very, very cute. It's considered a slice of life. So you follow your primary protagonist as she goes through her final years of what we would consider high school.
Uh-huh.
And it's about her life, her day-to-day life. Now, is there some fantastical elements to it? Yeah, guys, it's anime. Of course there is. Of course there is. And it's how she does, but she deals with everything with conversations and communications and accepting people as they are and just being a good person and collecting
Okay.
people around her and building a family unit, like building a good, like having a good group of friends and dealing with difficult situations. And she does it by going, okay, how do we do this? How can I do this? So it's just just tugs at your heartstrings the whole way through, but it's a level of okay that I would be all right showing it to younger people. I wouldn't go like super young. I'd go like preteen
Okay.
because again, there's still a concept of death. There's still a concept of change. You still get bullying. You still like there's still some heavier subject matter in it, but it's not like there's no gratuitous boobies. And for anime, that's
something.
because that's a pretty epic problem there. Which is fine because they do it on both genders. So like they objectify
Well,
both genders to the extreme. So I'm acceptable of it because they're doing it just as badly to the men.
but that's fine. I'm fine with it then.
Fine.
Like,
It
look
is
at this
equal across
needle.
that
Look,
like, dude, you need a different needle. That is just
I
awful.
know. This is terrible. No wonder it was the only one I could find because I didn't want to use it before.
Yeah, no, get rid of it.
Yeah,
Don't
it's I'm gonna suffer with it tonight and I have to do a few more rows. I'm gonna switch here. I'm gonna add in a different color here just because I
absolutely.
want
But
to.
I think that might be a good way for you to introduce yourself to anime without it being like too over the top. And don't get me wrong,
Maybe.
Diana can tell you I like some over the top stuff. Like I like some over the top talking pig. Angels are really evil, demons are good weirdness.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that for this. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is just.
I'm just gonna keep suggesting it till I wear you down enough. You try.
I could try it. You know what I'm trying with this sweater though, you guys? It's even though I keep forgetting, is I wanted to knit this all continental.
Ooh.
So I swatched continental.
Okay.
And
which is important because the style of knitting is going to change your gauge.
It is.
Yeah.
So I have knit, I don't know, a wee tiny amount of these stitches continental because I keep forgetting and I keep picking up the yarn with my right hand. So I'm going to try to fix that now. Okay, I think I'm going to, I don't know, I'm having a hard time with just a tiny little bit here. If I should, and with the contrast waste yarn in here is throwing me off here. But I think I'm gonna change colors because why not? And that would be fun. So let's add in some blue here just because we can.
Here's a question for everybody.
Yeah.
I got 3 contrast colors.
Which one do you get? Oh, do we get to pick which one you're gonna do first?
I'm thinking I should do them like this. Or should I do them like this? So sand, then blue, then white. Then back to the body.
I think I would go sand first.
Sand first?
I think so. What's everybody else think?
Because for a while I was like, well, I could go white, sand, blue. Blue, sand, white. I don't really like the sand and the white next to each other. I want that stronger contrast look that you get when you got the blue between.
Yeah, I think I would do that for sure.
Yeah. So sand, then blue, then white. Okay.
Anybody have any sand first? I think I like sand first.
That sand cake is pretty sad, but that's okay.
Blue in here.
Was the only thing I hadn't decided on.
Wrong hand, wrong hand. But I caught myself. So here I go.
Okay, good. Good.
Oh, do we have some? Oh, she'll try anime if Sherry. Okay,
What is
Jocelyn.
Sherry's doing?
Okay. I like the way Sherry is thinking.
Okay.
There's a little
Uh-oh. It's a challenge. I'm
it's a
sensing a
little
duel.
challenge.
I've already been challenged to one duel this year. Hey, I should work on a vanilla socket D&D.
That would work.
That would work. Also would be very
Okay.
proud.
So I'll watch the anime
Mhm.
if you watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. Or Hallmark Valentine's Day movies are on right now.
Oh my god.
How bad do you want me to watch anime?
Give me your top 5, I'll give you my top 5. And if you get through an anime, I will watch a Hallmark romance movie. And guess what? Christmas or Valentine's Day, it doesn't matter. It's all generic bodice ripper Harlequin romance.
There's no bodice ripping in a Hallmark movie. There is hand holding and then a very modest kiss at the end.
Which is what bodice ripping romance is. It's the super light,
Oh.
very
Oh,
very
I thought you
girly
meant, like,
intro.
really?
Yeah. It's the it's the Julia Quinn of the romance world.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't come at me. I like Julia Quinn just fine. She is a delightful read. It just is not the majority of what romance I read these days.
Okay. Oh, Amber saying sand blue white.
Sand blue white. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Nikki's saying white blue sand because it's lighter, and I feel it is more flattering to have lighter colors higher up.
That's the tricky part, hey? Like I
So
look
there's
really
something to
good
think
in
about.
white. Like I look really good in white.
Tracy says sand first, but then the color repeats, so white and sand will touch.
That's fine. I mean, there's no way for them not
Yeah.
to.
Yes, unless well, just close your eyes and pick one. That's my theory. Just
Flip a
just close your
coin.
eyes. Just
It's
close your
all
eyes.
chaos theory here, people.
Okay, so somebody was suggesting a movie. So let me go back here. Tammy, hi
Sure.
Tammy.
My dad suggested that I should watch a
Oh,
couple of things and do a couple of movies, and my mom's made some suggestions and stuff.
so do you have ones then you think you would do? Or like you've got ideas to watch?
For programs, yeah. My mom and dad send suggestions for like Disney Plus and Netflix and stuff. So
Okay.
not Hallmark. That's not a thing that they watch. It's not a thing I grew up. Guys, I grew up watching
Maybe.
Stargate, Babylon 5, Star Trek. I did
I like
Firefly
those.
before it was cool. Like before it was cool, I watched
Yeah.
it. So like, or we watched the news or
Yeah.
the Duke. Like that's the stuff I grew up watching.
Well, it's never too late to change.
You can start watching anime. I will give you my top 5 anime, and I will keep it within reasonable, not crazy
Alright.
off the deep end, and I'll pick Netflix ones. Like obviously I'm going to give you Violet Evergarden because again, it's a beautiful story. And it's just kind of weird, not fantastically way out to lunch.
I have watched anime, not really of my choosing, but I have watched it.
I'll give you the good stuff, the award-winning stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll ease you into the crazy stuff. I know better. There's some lists that exist only for when you're sick and you have no brain cells.
There's a little bit of blue. Not that you can really see, but
That's okay.
I've got it started. So I gotta find the tape measure because I have to do 2.5, 3 inches, and then I do another increase round. So then I get at some point I'm gonna have to try this on.
Yes.
When I get a little, I'll do a little bit more, and then I'll try it on and make sure that I like the neck opening, and then just keep going from there. So we both have our plans of where we want to be for next week. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking yoke, 2 sleeves. Oh my gosh. Yoke and 2 sleeves, and you're thinking yoke and body.
I may honestly switch to the 2 sleeve concept. I
Yeah.
kind of like that idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it open, but I definitely need to be done the yoke as soon as possible.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
I'm
it's-
thinking,
It doesn't sound like much, but you have all of those stitches on. That includes all your shoulder stitches. So like they're
Yeah.
big rounds.
they are, but by the time you're getting ready to split for those sleeves, you want
It's
to
a
pull your
lot of
hair out.
stitches.
I
It's a
know.
lot of stitches.
I know, it is a
So-
lot.
I'm like,
It is a
Hmm.
lot.
I'm gonna have to make a call. I mean, I'm gonna end up, even if I do like the yoke and sleeves, I'm still gonna have to do like 2 inches of body so that the sleeves have something stable to
Yeah,
attach to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Would you do the collar, the neck line right now too, or keep that till the very end?
You cast on the neckline. So like it goes,
Oh,
it
so you
does,
don't have
yeah.
anything to go back to do?
I have nothing to go back to do. Like it's
Okay.
cast on, and it's a little rolled hem. So you
Yeah.
do a little knit so it rolls forward, and then you
Oh,
start on your ribbing. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah. So like I'm done the neckline. I'm into the ribbing.
so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take up my waist yarn, pick up my live stitches, and then I'm just gonna do, I don't know what, a little something. I guess we'll see see how it fits, how much of a, but I'm thinking not very much, just a little something and then cast off.
Maybe I'll finish watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Mr. B's been bugging me to finish that.
Yeah, I have to sit and see, or maybe I could just, I don't know.
Maybe I'll rewatch Hercules from the 90s. I don't know.
Ooh, I'll just turn on Netflix and whatever it suggests for me.
Oh yeah, watch that.
That's
I
what I
found
watch.
some amazing stuff that way.
Oh, I
And
know.
almost none of it is in English first.
I watched a lot of those too. Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a look here. So we're right about at the hour mark. So we'll probably wrap up shortly because
Absolutely.
we both have to really do some serious knitting tonight. Well, you've got family stuff,
Yeah, family stuff.
and then you've got, oh, Tammy says, ooh, Hercules eye candy.
Or I'll
Oh,
watch Hercules in space.
what did I see here? Princess Bride 1/6. Oh, Notting Hill. Oh, okay.
Don't ask me to watch anything Notting Hill. Ugh.
Oh, come on. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. Not only is it knitting challenge, maybe it should be,
Listen,
I'm gonna get stuck watching anime if I keep talking much more.
you keep talking smack, ma'am. And it's on like Donkey Kong, and you'll be watching anime.
My gauge all of a sudden gets a whole lot tighter as I'm watching something that I don't like.
Listen, the only incredibly punch the microphone, overly British man I want talking to me in that way is Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy. That's it. Draw the line. That's where it is. That's what I want.
That's
Even as he plays Darcy in Bridget Jones's Diary. I don't actually know what the character's name is. He just rehashes Darcy again.
Well,
yes, I am there for that.
maybe I should just rewatch Bridgerton.
Yeah, that would totally work.
That would make me happy too. Oh, what is this?
That's an option.
Falling in Love is an Australian romance movie on Netflix. Oh, Louise, yeah, that would be good.
You could watch Virgin River. It's been advertised to me a couple of times. It looks like it's one of those romance cute things.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, I've watched. Yeah. I think actually I have one season to watch on that I haven't watched yet.
Okay.
So what else is there here?
What did I watch?
Oh, Diane.
Magnolia. That was
Diane said the same thing about making the sleeves to stripe. I know, and you know what, Diane? I don't know if I'll have to think about that maybe as I'm knitting, but I'm not so worried about the sleeves matching. I don't know. That's a lot of brain power, and I don't want to.
Which is fair. It is a lot of brain power, and I know it's one of those things. Like it may honestly not bother you. Like it just may not bug you. Same way as like I can just do a chaos theory scrappy blanket, pick up and put down, and I don't care. what colors go where. Like I don't need them to have a flow, but I know some people need a flow. Some people need a flow.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that totally makes sense to me. Because if there's something that I know that I'm like, there's going to be somebody who's like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I no, I'm really feeling that the sweater is just completely random, and I'm not gonna stress about having my stripes match because I think I could just see myself really like stopping knitting and looking at the yarn and humming and hawing, like, well, do I do this color? Because then I need this for the sleeves, and do I have enough? And if I only do 2 rounds, I'm thinking, no, I'm just gonna pick up and I'm gonna knit.
Yeah, go
And
for it.
whatever it is, it's gonna be. But
Nothing
okay,
says that you can't do it so your body's got one color section of stripes, but your sleeves match each other. So long as the stripes are the same width all the way down, you'll still have continuity.
yeah,
Yeah. So if like the
then like
stripe width on your sleeve is the same as the stripe width of where it would fall on the body, the color itself probably isn't actually that important.
I don't even know I'm worrying about that. Or do sleeves
Ooh.
have to match?
I don't know.
I'm thinking not. This could be like one wild looking sweater, you guys.
Way out there, guys. She is earning
We'll
her
see.
crazy hippie sweater
I
street
know.
cred right
Could
now.
just be a little, it's just gonna be, we'll see. I say that and then I may, yeah, then I may also think, okay, yeah, the sleeves do, or like you're right, maybe the widths need, I don't know. I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm just gonna be, we'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see
no
what
matter what
happens.
it is that you try, there will be some sort of pattern into it. Human beings enjoy patterns. We think in patterns. We function in
Yeah.
patterns. There will
Well,
be a pattern.
there will be because, and that's what I've thought before is like, oh, I'll just do random stripes. And then the next thing I know, I look back at it and I'm like, oh, yep, they're all 6-row stripes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's just like where you fall into somehow.
We like habits. We like patterns. It's what we do.
I can absolutely see that. Okay, so I need to, oh, The Witcher. Okay, Rachel, yeah, I've had The Witcher in my queue or in my favorites or my list or I don't know, whatever the heck Netflix calls it. Oh,
Watch list.
yeah, whatever it is. Yeah,
I played the video game. I have no interest in the television show.
I am.
I should read the books though.
Watch that. Okay, that would be a good one. So what? Oh, Susanna's heading to bed.
Good night, Susanna.
That also sounds like a great place to be.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it.
So what did I say?
I will be very excited to get into mine tonight when I'm done.
Oh, okay. So Rachel's okay. What did okay, hold on. It's not letting me go back. Oh, yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, good.
A Place Called Home, Sherry said. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, what's one they keep? I watched some CBC stuff, so keep suggesting it to me. What's it called?
Place Called Home. Okay, may have to go.
One Calls the Heart.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
You might
yes.
like that.
I have
I've seen it.
that.
It's been advertised at me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so
Well,
it might be Hallmarky enough for you.
yes, it is, but it has like a lot of history stuff and like, well, I don't know, who knows if it's true or not, but you know, it's set in the,
Eyebrows have raised incredulity.
but the clothing, right, is all, you know, okay, then don't watch it, don't watch it.
Which blows people's minds because I get very. I love Bridgerton costumes.
Yeah.
Because let us stop for a second. It's based off of a romance novel, which isn't real. So it doesn't matter because it is a made up thing that they have turned into a television show. The only thing that's historical about it is that it says it's in the Regency period.
Okay, well.
So it's fine. But if you're making one where you're depicting a historical, even if it's a pretend historical town, and you're trying to hit those notes,
Mhm.
then you either have to make a design choice and let that reality bit go, or commit and try to do it properly. So unless the women in that television show have their hair up and under a hat all the time, they are not historically accurate, because we didn't stop wearing hats till the 60s. 1960, pre-1960, we all wore hats. Pre-19, whatever it is, when we moved from hats to veils, we wore veils. So if you see a medieval Dromo or a Tudor thing, or
Yeah.
you know, whatever, any medieval thing, if the Viking stuff, if the women are not wearing veils 100% of the time, and I mean covered hair, it is not accurate, because we
Okay,
all
well,
covered our hair.
and I think you better not watch these shows
There's
because
a lot of historical shows I don't watch, because that's a basic entry level thing. That's at any fashion plate you look at, shows you this, shows you this. And
well,
if you don't do that, and you give it modern hair and modern makeup because you think we can't grasp the concept that beauty was different then, you just told the whole world you think we're stupid.
and I
Like,
think you better
and
not.
I'm not okay, because I know we're not dumb. I know we're not dumb. And we're perfectly capable of understanding that women wore veils over their
I
hair.
don't know why they
They're
don't.
beautiful. The
Or-
hairnets, the veils, these are gorgeous pieces of art.
Yeah, it's interesting why they wouldn't do that.
But what do we get?
Got myself.
Super big, loose, romantic curls, because girls always want to look pretty.
Mm.
Really? Now we're just buying in to the things feminists get mad about. And we say
Well,
we don't want to be stereotyped into.
Hi, Liz. Yeah, Liz says when calls the heart isn't accurate. Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
and then Amber says it's a Hallmark show. So yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
Well, maybe we'll go with some of the other ones. I don't know. You have to
It's
give me
always
lots of
hard, because like,
before.
I was so excited for the Bridgertons because I didn't have to care about the history, because it wasn't accurate. It's from a romance novel. But then they messed with the primary character construction, which annoyed me.
Oh, Nikki's got some ideas. Okay. Oh, with her switch, she had 4 balls of gold, 2
Okay.
black, and teal. So I did 4 stripes of gold, 2 blacks, 1 teal. You could plan out your stripes like that. It takes the guesswork out of it. Yeah, I had thought about that. I had thought once about doing like a 6-row stripe, a 4-row, and a 2.
Okay.
Kind of just alternate, and then putting in my Mercury, use it as a 2-row stripe every time.
I mean, no matter what it is you do, because you're carrying the Mercury all the way through the sweater, you will
Mhm.
have continuity.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. Do I do it as the 2-row stripe all the time, and then let my colors be bigger and wider and alternate, or do I do a big wide Mercury? I mean, I don't think it really matters. Guess I'll just start, and I guess I just need to pick one and go with it, because it's gonna look fine either way. I just
Oh,
need to
yeah.
decide how I want to do the stripes, and then just stick with it. Okay. I need to sit and meditate and picture the sweater one way, Mercury 2 stripe, or my big Mercury and random.
You need to make a decision what it is that you want and go with it.
I'm thinking the Mercury as 2 stripe all the way through,
Okay.
and then do random colors of thicker, medium, thinner.
Yeah, that'd be okay. If
I
that's
know,
your vision,
I'm gonna have to think on it, but I guess I'm gonna have to decide that pretty quick.
yes.
I will. Okay. Well, maybe when we're done chatting here, I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna pull up something on Netflix, and then I will decide what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I will. So you're gonna post pictures this week until we chat again next Thursday? Because we'll be back here again next Thursday, and
Yep.
then we'll see how we are, if we made out with our goals.
I feel
Yolks-
like a little teaser photo, something up
Yeah.
close, so you can't tell how much progress I've done, but you can see
Yeah.
I've done some progress. So there's a bit of guesswork.
I think I'll do some pictures of some progress to start with.
Yeah, or
few
like a
days.
picture where the balls shrunk in size.
Yeah. We'll do something. And
Yeah.
then next Thursday we'll be here and we'll show you, we'll
Or
see.
progress. And
What
check
we
in with
managed
everybody
to
else
get
and their
done.
progress.
Yes, you guys have to keep us updated with what you guys are, how your sweaters are coming along. Use the hashtag so then we can find you, and then you can tag me at Wildflower Wool, and you can tag Jocelyn.
True story.
And
I've got three Instagram accounts.
so which one's the
I'll
best?
see
The
it.
Amber Dragon one? Or the
Uh,
or do you want Northern Knits?
Northern
or-
Knits is the one I check the most often. Amber
Okay.
Dragon's my personal one, so I just post there when I feel like it.
Okay, okay,
And then the other one's for design stuff.
okay.
Phaedra's in all three,
Oh. Well, of course.
of course.
Oh, I think I might just take 10 minutes and go see if I can find another needle. I can't even believe
Start with your needle replacement first. Ow, my ear.
because it's gonna make my knitting go. If I take 15 or 20 minutes to find a needle, I will make up that 20 minutes knitting when I don't have to fight with it. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh yes, and then some. And
All
then some.
right. Well, okay. Well, happy knitting, Jocelyn. Good luck. I can't wait to see your progress. So
Neither can
next
I.
Thursday, we'll be back here again at 7:30. We'll show you all of our beautiful knitting, and we are both going to be on track. Jocelyn will be wearing her cowl next week.
Like it's already here and I'm not on the ball.
Okay, Jocelyn,
It's a
you need to
big
work on your
cowl.
sweater. You got to get this, you got to work on this yoke.
I don't know the increases. I couldn't do it while we were chatting
Okay.
tonight.
So let's all say goodbye. You sit and read your pattern, figure out those
Yes.
increases.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go find any other needle that I could possibly find and switch
Anything
it.
else?
Anything
anything
else
else.
would be better. And
I still have this much ball left.
oh my gosh. Well, so yeah, so let's everybody check the hashtags, and then we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
all
yeah.
meet up with our little group of 2-week sweater knitters. And if anybody's watching the replay, join in,
Absolutely.
tag us on Instagram so that we know that you're joining in, and have a fun week of sweater knitting, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. It might be a little challenging.
Start bulky if it's your first time out.
That's right. Bulkies is absolutely doable. I mean, my goodness, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Oh yeah.
It's totally
Oh, yeah.
doable.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jocelyn, happy sweater knitting. Good luck figuring out those increases.
Yeah. I just need to look at it, and at some point it'll click and I'll be like, really?
I know, that's right. You just need to like read it again, and all of a sudden it'll make sense.
I know. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
I looked at it, I read it, but I didn't seem to actually read it.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie.
All right. Well, everybody. Okay, yes. Enough with the goodbyes. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna like literally hit the button here. So see
Hit
you
the
guys
button.
all. Thanks for joining.